Hey guys. All right, so we're going to do this as part 3. We originally were going to do the electronics part of this busted canvas gifting art project, but Mark has run into some technical difficulties. Blah. I have some verbal difficulties now. He ran into some technical difficulties, so we're moving up my next part so that he can work on his next part. So what my next part is to make sure that this photo is nice and crisp and clear and has the right, color balance and everything, so we can put it inside the busted canvas. So what I did was I took the photo that I had chosen for Gizzy's memorial busted canvas and brought it into Photoshop. So I'm using Photoshop, I think C6, I think. I don't even know what version it is. It's not one of the newer versions. It's one of the older versions. Don't get me started on the Adobe issue there. But this version works great. I've been working with Photoshop for 20 plus years and everything. So I pretty much, know it. I know how to use it, but I am going to look into learning new programs very, very soon. But for this concept, we're going to be using Photoshop. So pretty much all I'm going to be doing is, first I'm going to do a test print to see how it prints, just as is. And no, I do not need 12. Thank you very much. I just need 1. And I need it in landscape. And we also need it to fit on the paper. Scale to fit the media. There we go. And centered, yes. And that border, border is good. All right, let's hit print. Let's wait and see how this comes out. The printer. But I'm pretty sure I'll have to do some color balance, maybe add a little bit of saturation, and just give it a little bit of push. Oh, I should have printed. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why you do a test print. See, I don't know if you guys can see it on your end. I can. All of those lines in that photo. That means I need to do some maintenance on my printer heads. And this is why we always do a test print. Yeah, but also we get to see, it's a little hard to tell if it's going to be good or not because of those lines and everything in the photo. I don't know, can you guys see that at all? Trying to not get my room light in the thing, like right there, the line right here. That's just my printer heads. Need to be cleaned out so that everything, prints correctly. And might even have to even do a total maintenance clean on the printer before I go on and do this, because having these lines on the image are just going to make me not happy. Not happy at all. But it gives me some idea of what kind of quality the photo is going to get. And, I might want to warm this up a little bit because he was a nice little chocolate little boy. But, it gives me an idea of where we're starting from. So while I am going to be fussing with that, I'm also going to go over here, take out my photo paper out of the printer and put in some printer paper and do the maintenance roll for my printer while we're working on this. So let me get into my printer maintenance over here. So give me 1 minute. Oops, I went too far on my screen. love these touchscreens on these printers, but then again, they're easy to, no, I don't need printer head alignment. It's fine. Head cleaning, yes, please do so. Because that is what, whenever you got, just in case you guys didn't know, whenever you get the streaks on your photo like this has, you know, I mean, there's a major one like right there. That is not a hair. There's a major streak that is going down there. And then also over here, there's some streakage. When you get that on your prints and your photos, FYI, y'all, this is not, you know, how to work with your printer video, but it's turning into one here. It's normally your printer heads that need to get cleaned. All colors. I always do all colors because if one is gunky, pretty much all of them are, you know. So, I try, depending on how much I print, I try to do like a maintenance cleaning of my printer heads and making sure the nozzles are clean. Also, pretty much like once a month. But if you do a lot of printing, like you're constantly printing like full photos and full images and graphics, one, make sure you get a good printer, and two, make sure you make a routine for maintenance because it is crucial. I have learned that throughout my, like I said, 20 some years now. And I tell you, it is a money saver because I probably could have still had some of my old printers a lot longer if I just would have maintained the printer heads, the nozzles, and kept a better maintenance routine of keeping it updated and clean. You know, so yeah. Alrighty, so I'm trying to see here where I want to go with this, with adjustments. I normally don't like to use autos, but I'm always curious of what the program information takes for tone, contrast, and color in the auto settings. See what they take the information of the pixels of the image and see what they get. Ooh, that made it dark. All right, we want to undo that. Control Z. Definitely undo that one. Do not like that option. So the tones, I'm not going to touch. Contrast. Again, it went very dark. And I don't want it darker. If anything, I'd want it... Oh my lord, saturation. You know what? I'm going to save this version. I'm going to make a folder also. That's another thing. I got into the habit of keeping a folder just for my save as files. I mainly became like neurotic about that because of my one digital design teacher, because to teach us proper risk management of your projects and your assignments, he would randomly just come over at any time and he would turn off your computer because of how they were set up. The towers were right on the computer, so he could just come around and go boop. And if you didn't save your project, you could have been working for hours on this project. And if you didn't save, oh man, it would be gone. You could always, whenever you heard a screaming sound coming from that room, it was normally because he got somebody. He was quite something as an instructor. I learned a lot from him. Professor Zoke. He doesn't teach at Northampton anymore, as far as I know. But he taught me so much about digital art and everything. along with a lot of other teachers at Northampton Community College. But he was the one who taught me save. When you do something that you really like and you're not quite sure, or if you're not quite sure that you like it, save it anyway. Make a folder for your save as and just be sure to keep saving, because you never know. There could have been a power outage. You could have, spilled your soda or coffee on your computer. There's tons of things that could have caused, you to lose your work. And to be able to have a file that can step back in a sense is always a good thing. A lot of these programs today also have a function that you can set up when you're setting up the program to have it automatically save as to a specific location. And doing that, I would highly recommend that as an artist. So yeah. All right, let's check. Just cleared up my printer heads. Let me just check that yellow. I'm kind of neurotic about my yellow. And there's still a little bit of spaciness on my one black right there. So I'm going to go and do another cleaning. And make sure that that is all straight lines. All right, so I did save this, so I'm going to Control Z. Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to open up my other file then. Open up recent. There we are. Is that the one? Hold on, we'll find out in a minute. Actual person. Yep, that's the one I want. All right, so we're also going to save as, and we're going to save this in here as well. Oh, no, it's not that one. It was new folder. I thought it was new folder number 3. I need to rename that. Ah, what did I just tell you? Know where you put it. There it is. See, it was new. See, I was right. New folder 2, not 3. All right. All right. Why are you naming it that? We are going to name this main image. Oops, get image 2025. Gizmo. All right. So now I have the original photo saved in that file with all my save as well. So, yeah, I liking the coloring of this one better than this one. This one kind of looks washed out, so I'm actually going to close that one. All right, I may be using the color of the image on this. I may not be, changing it at all. So I am going to have to wait and see what my printer is done with the printing heads to see, because what was the contrast? Yeah, see, I think it looks so dark when it did the auto contrast. Let's see. Redo auto contrast. No, I don't want you to do that. Of course, now it looks like I do have something on it. No. Let's open that up again. Put it on the screen. And file. Open. Rotation, no, we don't need any of that. Let me try. Oh, are you done? Oh, yep. Okay. There. Oh, printer's ready to do another test. See what happens when I mess around with the vibrancy and the saturation. No. There, that's what I want to see. Yeah, that's the color that I want to see. I want to see a nice warmer tones in the pup. Oh, yes. That is much happier. All right, let me check. All right, see, this is why okay. Now, this was the first one. Now, this is the second one. Now the blue's all messed up. All right. Well, looks like I'm going to have some troubleshooting to do. So, you see what I'm doing here. So, I'm going to leave this up for a little bit of a short. And I'm going to do a round 2 on part 3 of printing out the photo. So, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Thanks for watching.